Welcome to Star Wars Action News, helping Star Wars collectors collect better.
Hello and welcome to On the Pegs, where we discuss what's being found in stores and online. I'm Jonathan, and since Celebration there seems to have been a steady stream of new items available both in local brick and mortar stores and from e-tailers. The latest wave of 3 3/4 inch Black Series figures has started surfacing. I've gotten reports of people receiving their pre-orders, as well as finding them at both Target and Toys R Us. I myself ordered a number of them from Hasbro Toy Shop, and I was lucky enough to get them at the $9.99 price before they jumped up to $12.99. I also today found a few at Target. And before everybody starts going, well, I'm not going to spend the $12 or the $14 to buy these figures at Target, let me tell you what happened to me today. I did find figures that I needed, and I figured nothing ventured, nothing gained. So I went up to the cashier and I asked if they price matched. The cashier looked at me and goes, well, do you have documentation of the price for these figures someplace else? So I pulled out my iPhone, looked up the Toys R Us website, and showed her the Black Series figures, obviously not the Black Series figures I found, but Black Series figures for $9.99. She looked at them and accepted the price and made the adjustment. So I got figures for the more acceptable price of $9.99. Although I'll tell you, I never thought that $9.99 for a figure would be considered acceptable by me. In the 6-inch Black Series line, people have started reporting finding the latest wave, the one with Emperor Palpatine, Luke Skywalker and Stormtrooper outfit, and a clone trooper captain at brick and mortar stores. I haven't found them yet, but it's really only a matter of time. I don't know about anyone else, but I've never really seemed to have trouble finding these figures. While we're talking about the Black Series 6-inch line, the latest Deluxe Figures, Han Solo with Tauntaun and Luke Skywalker with Wampa, are set to be released any day now. I think for these I'm going to skip the pre-order and just wait to find them in stores. And I may even wait till they go on sale. I'm doing this because by me, the shelves are still quite well stocked with the last Deluxe Figures, Jabba and the Speeder Bike and Scout Trooper. For those fans of the Rebels figures, Targets by me have consistently been restocking the Mission Series pack. I've repeatedly seen both the Sabine and Stormtrooper and the Hera and Stormtrooper Commander figures, which just a few short weeks ago were almost impossible to find. When you're at Toys R Us, you may want to go check out the LEGO section, as there are a number of new sets there. First, we have the Imperial Assault Carrier. It comes with 6 minifigures, an Imperial Astromech droid, a Sabine Wren with a helmet this time, Agent Kallus, an Imperial officer, and 2 TIE pilots. This has 1,216 pieces and retails for a whopping $139.99. The next 2 sets are based on Episode 1. We have the Naboo Starfighter that comes with a Battle Droid Commander, 2 Battle Droids, an Obi-Wan Kenobi, an Anakin Skywalker, a Naboo pilot, and an R2-D2. This one has 442 pieces and retails for $54.99. Next we have the Flash Speeder, which comes with 2 battle droids, a Naboo security officer, Captain Tarpals, and a Naboo security guard. This one has 312 pieces and retails for $26.99. Lastly, we have my favorite of these new sets, the Imperial Shuttle Tidarium. This one has 937 pieces and comes with 5 what looks like new minifigures, a Chewbacca, a Princess Leia in Endor gear, a Han Solo in trench coat, and 2 Endor Rebel troopers. This one retails for $104.99. Altogether a pretty good selection. Well, I hope you got out to the LEGO May the 4th events. Myself, I was able to go to my local Toys R Us, where my children were able to build miniature Wookiee gunships. That was quite a nice little giveaway. And I ordered some new LEGO sets online from Lego.com and was able to receive the exclusive Admiral Yularen and LEGO Star Wars movie posters. Lastly, I just found another one of the mini sets today from Star Wars Rebels. This is a TIE Advanced prototype. It comes with 47 pieces, is about $5, and, as I've said before, is great for keeping younglings amused while at a restaurant. Fans of Star Wars Hot Wheels have a lot to look at. As I talked about last time, the latest 2 character cars, the Chopper and the Boba Fett, are available, and I've seen them en masse at my local Walmart. I also found another new 2-pack of cars, a Darth Vader and Obi-Wan pack. It's kind of neat because while we got the Darth Vader car before, the Obi-Wan is kind of an old-fashioned car looking from like the 1920s. Also popping up are a new line of mini die-cast Hot Wheels ships. Their first wave are the Millennium Falcon, the Ghost, Y-Wing Fighter, Rebel Snowspeeder, and Slave One. Now, looking at these, I'm actually pretty impressed with the detail. I think they're as good or better than what we were getting from the Titanium series. I'm looking forward to seeing what else they put out in this line. But the big surprise this week was the very unexpected release of the canceled Legacy Collection Droid Factory figures. If you remember, when they were phasing out the Vintage Collection in 2013, the original plan was to bring back the Droid Factory figures. But when it was decided that they were too expensive, most of the figures were slotted into the first few waves of the Black Series. The next interesting chapter to this tale is when Amazon released an exclusive wave of figures in the Legacy Collection packaging, with the Build-A-Droid pieces. Those figures included Sun Fac, a Clone Trooper, a Sand Trooper, a Battle Droid, FA-4, and a Black Squadron TIE Pilot. These figures came with pieces so that you could put together a TC-70 droid. Then came the news that the canceled figures were being found at the Go Calendar and toy stores in the US and the Home and Bargain stores in the UK. And what was interesting is that these were not packaged the same as the previously released Amazon wave. There were scattered reports of people going into the Go Calendar stores and finding these figures for a whopping $20 a pop. But the stores didn't seem to have the complete wave of 12 figures. People found bits and pieces, and then they were going for insane money on eBay. But then out of the blue came word that the Go Calendar's website was selling full cases of 12 figures. Included in this assortment are R2-D2, Luminara Unduli, a Battle Droid, a Scout Trooper, a Clone Trooper Sergeant, a Sand Trooper, Anakin Skywalker, Padme Amidala, Pablo Jill, a TIE Fighter Pilot, now called a TIE Fighter Pilot instead of the Black Squadron Pilot, Sun Fac, and an Episode 3 Clone Trooper. What's interesting is that they didn't have the Pilot Droid carded because he's one of the 2 figures that you can build from the Build-A-Droid. Now, if you're not a carded variation collector like yours truly, you could probably stand to skip these. As I said, these have all been released before, in one form or another. If you have the Black Series releases, and you have the Amazon exclusive set, I can see no differences between those figures and the ones in this release. And another thought. These are being produced in much larger numbers than we originally were led to believe, which kind of makes me think that we may see these in the future at places like TJ Maxx, Marshalls, or even Five Below. Anyway, that's all I have for this week. Until next time, keep searching those pegs.
Thank you, Jonathan. Always interesting.
I am so jealous that you got those figures at the calendar store. I literally have that set up with a program to refresh every 30 seconds all day, every day, and play a sound if that changes to in stock, because I've been looking on eBay for those Droid Factory figures, and some of them are going $100 for the individual figure. The norm is around $50 to $75 an individual figure, but I've seen the Padmes listed for $100. The full cases are listed at $400 starting with a reserve and like a $600 buy it now. Just the set of 6 has a $500 buy it now. It is crazy. If anybody happened to get an extra set and can help out, let me know. They weren't cheap to begin with.
Thanks for watching this video. You can see full episodes of Star Wars Action News with more collecting news and reviews at swactionnews.com. We also have thousands of toy and collectible photos in our photo gallery. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe to our YouTube channel. May the pegs be stocked and the Force be with you.